As the night begins to close in and mysteries start to unfold, welcome to this chilling tale. If you're ready to dive into the unknown, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Your comments will guide us into new adventures. What dark secrets are you eager to discover? Let's explore more haunting narratives together, and stay tuned for the many secrets the night holds. I'm writing this in one of my sanity moments. I won't correct any grammar mistakes or any weird words because I, honestly, don't know how much these moments last. And taking time to backtrack and check what's wrong will be useless, and this text won't ever be published. So yeah, my name, well, it doesn't matter. Call me just M for now because I don't really remember much of my old life. Where I used to live, supposedly, the term behavior school is almost unheard of. But having the great parents I had, they researched, found that they existed, and somehow found one of these schools in my country. And then, where I was. Gosh, this time I lost 3 days. Okay, so it seems I don't have too much time. I was admitted into one of these schools. It was hell on earth, they screamed. They beated. They made me stand on a corner for hours and hours until I collapsed. And then they beat me for being weak. Of course I tried to run. And they found me. They beat me again, and they put me these weird, flashy clothes that glow in the dark, so I could not escape. Then I tried It's Been So Hard to Write. I blank out, and the next moment, I'm again close to some dead animal. Gosh, the smell of blood and raw meat is atrocious. I threw up every time, but it always happens again. So yeah, I got into some fights. I lost all of them in that hellscape. And then I was forced again to some inhuman treatment. The last things I remember were crying. I think I cried for a whole day, or maybe more. I don't remember eating. I don't remember sleeping. I remember beatings. Lots of beatings for me to not cry, but I don't remember the pain. My mind was broke at that point. Any physical pain was meaningless. That night, I tried to run again, and again I wake up. There's a hand on my side. This had been happening more and more each time I wake up. I don't know where I am. I just know it's some kind of forest. Anyway, you can't run away from that school. It's in the middle of nowhere, in a deep forest. And the clothes. Gosh, how they glow. I don't really remember much. Just that I somehow escaped my room. I think I threw myself from the window because I remember pain. Then I remembered the clothes. I could use them. I left my shirt on top of a tree. The shorts on top of a tall rock. And the boxers, I don't really remember. And then, naked but determined, I waited. I don't remember really how I armed the trap, but I did. Tied to the clothes, there were some stones, I believe. Something weighted, maybe that I stole from the kitchen, or who knows. I just remember the rest. Somebody got the bait, so I threw the stones or weights, whatever I had. The clothes fell, and they kept moving, giving the illusion on the dark that it was someone moving. So people started to run, thinking it was me. I really don't remember if I had the clarity to wait for the new moon, but maybe I did. I remember being smart, and that being my only quality. Now, even that is gone. Still, they didn't get me. And then somebody did. Bloody hell, my head hurts. I think I drank alcohol. Looking at my feet, yep, seems to be the case. A man stands there, face frozen with fear, missing one eye and with half of his torso gone. Probably was drunk, and I throw up again. I'll never get used to this, and I think some part of me knows. That's why it's trying to push humanity away from me. Still my story. Somebody got me. I think that's where I left. He tried to scream, but I somehow was able to shut his mouth. He punched me. Hell, that hurted. I knew I wasn't going to win against him, and that they would drag me back to that hell again. So I grabbed both of his arms and went for the kill. I bit his neck. Hard. Really hard. I could feel the taste of his blood in my mouth, and I kept biting and biting until I could feel no longer his resistance. The taste was awful, but at the same time, it tasted good. Some part inside of me broke that moment, but I had no time to think I was still being hunted, and hunted I was. For weeks, I believe. Hiding. Waiting. Running. Waiting again. Hearing. Feeling. Smelling. Always in fight or flight state. The second kill was when I saw that lantern. Somebody would find me in seconds if I didn't act. I launched myself at him, and I don't remember. Next moment, he's at my feet, claw marks on what was left of his face. I looked at my hands, but it couldn't be my nails were bigger, sure, but not sufficient to do that. I remember being tired like never before. I had to keep running, but I had no energy. Days without food were taking their toll on my body, and then I remember being refreshed. I didn't know, but some minutes have passed. I looked at the boy again and found that half of his leg was gone. Part of his arm, too. I ate him. That was the only I don't know where I am now. It's a different place. The trees are different. Seems that I'm migrating. I don't have too much time. The moments I'm still human are getting smaller and smaller. This time it's a guard. I feel pain. Seems that he was able to hurt me. It won't matter in the end. I'll either not wake up because I'm dead, or not wake up because I'm no longer myself. I never heard back about the school, but I remember a lot of boys at my feet the next few days, some half-eaten, some adults too, probably my captors, or the teachers of the school. Being one of the few behavioral schools of my country, I believe they were operating outside of the law. and probably everything was swept under the rug as some wild animal that invaded the school. But Nan, there's no time anymore. I need to go. Stay away from natural reserves, unknown trails, or any place like that in some big city in Brazil. Sorry, I can't give more info. That's all I can remember. If you see some naked teenager covered in blood, please do me a favor. Either kill me without thinking, or stay away and ask for help. Don't try to interact with me. I'm gone, and I've been gone for a while. Dad, Mom, if you're reading this, come visit me. I'm hungry and I could use some meat.